Welcome to Half That, episode 7. Not 6, but 7. This is a lucky episode.
It's 7. It's Mello. Hoodie season.
Shout out to Mello, bro. Favorite player ever.
Welcome to Half That, y'all.
You know, it's been a long week.
Been a long motherfucking week.
Just got back from a hike.
How about fucking hike?
Yeah, fucking pretty drained, but I'm here.
What was you doing this week? How was your week?
Nah, my week was rough, man. Work was long.
Work was some bullshit.
You know how work is.
Yeah.
Some bullshit. That's usually how it goes. But we're Sunday, starting a new week next week.
Life of the unemployment niggas. What's up? What's up for my niggas with no job? Thank you to COVID getting that check.
Holy shit, getting that check.
Getting that check, bro. Thank you to fucking COVID, bro.
It ended last on the 31st.
It ended whenever. But we got a whole nother fucking stimulus check. Thank you to whoever up there. So
the Senate, the House, and
yeah,
the President.
Thank you for that bullshit. Take that. You gotta understand.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother 1,000 to flip. It's easy.
Yeah, that's a good way to think of it.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. That's a good way to think of shit.
Yeah.
But I haven't been off of work since.
For real.
Yeah.
Honestly, niggas
like
have still been going to work.
Yeah,
like,
so everything feels normal still kind of at that point.
But
not
you
for
work
me.
from
Yeah,
home,
but I'm
though.
working from home, so.
It's not like you really doing anything, but you wake up, yawn, and go right to work on your fucking computer. Like, what do you mean?
Okay. Yeah, I'm not complaining about it. I'm just saying.
Oh, some people gotta get up, put on like 3 face masks.
Three?
Yeah, they got like a whole like get up. They gotta put on one, then the goggles, then a whole nother one, then the whole nother mask on fucking that, and then the whole like shield mask on top of that. Like, it's real out there.
Is that like that's like medical though, right? Or is that like
some people do that for medical, but some people that don't got nothing to do with medical got to do that too.
That's hella breed.
It's they taking precaution and it's crazy. Like some construction people,
they do it.
I just heard that they got to do like goggles, mask, and then the face shield, but then they still got to hammer shit. That's a safety hazard. Yeah. Like, so shout out to them. Hopefully they get through that too.
Well, San Mateo shut down.
What?
We got shut down. San Mateo
County?
No, I'm good.
You trying to make a benchmark on
No.
episode 7?
No.
Hoodie Mello.
No. San
You
Mateo,
could be like high
good,
surgery.
bro. Good, bro.
Episode 7.
Nah.
I tried. I think my fucking cameraman wants to hit this, so shout out to him too. Go ahead.
Yes, what? San Mateo County finally got shut down. No more gyms.
No more gyms.
No more barbers.
Well, sorry for the barbers, but San Mateo County, there's probably some fat ass people out there too.
Yeah.
I really don't need gyms.
Well, it's weird because we were like the only county that was open, so people would come from different counties to San Mateo. Like, I have a homie that worked at the gym. And he said that because he lives in Sano, and when that was open, like regulars that went there, he saw him at San Mateo because he had to work in San Mateo.
Oh yeah, so
people would come. People from San Mateo would go to the gym, bro. No, people from San Jose would go to San Mateo just to work out. Insane.
Damn.
So I think that's what people were doing when like, you know, like barbers and stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of people were like coming from out of town.
I feel you on that.
So I think.
Well, I guess niggas will drive to a whole fucking different city just to work out instead of just running around their fucking block.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Keep your fucking disease ass in your city, nigga. We don't need that shit over here in our county, nigga. Where they from? What's that, Alameda County over there?
No, it's Santa Clara.
Santa Clara County?
Yeah.
Keep that shit over there.
Like, it is. But yeah, been wanting to talk to you about this subject.
What subject?
And this subject is, I feel like everybody relates to it no matter who they are.
Who?
Just anybody, but like toxic relationships and just toxicity in general. Let's talk about that. I want to talk about that.
Let's talk about it, bro. Unpack that.
Let's unravel this.
Go ahead.
I want to know, why do people love that so much? Like, what is it that they crave for it? I feel like it's a drug to some people. Like, to crave the toxic. Like, if it's not toxic enough, I don't like it.
If it's not, like, oh, I see what you're saying.
Like, I just don't, like, and that relates to, like,
mm-hmm.
people who, like, date. Like, why is it the messier the better for some people?
Cause they like drama, like their life is consisted of drama. So all they know is drama. So all they've been through is drama. So when it comes to like, when they were a little kid, like say if a kid is born into drama and all she sees is drama, her mother arguing, her papa arguing, that's all she gonna simulate in her relationship. But that's what love is.
So it starts off from as a kid.
Yeah, exactly. The kid going, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't think of that.
But then it's like, if you don't see the mental in it, like you don't see the problem in it, that's all you gonna perpetuate in the cycle.
But it's like outside. I mean, it's easy to catch when you're outside looking in, you know, from the inside looking out. Like you don't know if you're going through it when you're going through toxic. Like in your head, I feel like
toxic. You know, everybody has that point where it's like, man, I can't stand this shit. That's at that moment you're tired of it. Like,
yeah,
I can't deal with this. Like, you're tired.
Some people have been like, all right, I've been dealing with it for so long.
No, people go, I'm tired of this shit, but I love him or I love her. That's the problem right there. They put love before however they feel.
So you're saying their decision is based off emotions, not logic, right? At that point.
That's what I'm always. I will always say that. I will always say that. See, what do you say though? What do you think?
Like toxic wise, I don't know why people like it, cause man, I don't have patience for that shit. Mm-hmm. I don't have patience at all. Like once I see something like that, I'm like, I'm out.
Is it because you are afraid of confrontation? Because what if you get into a situation where it's not toxic, but it's a deal where you have to like, it's a deal breaker. You have to go through that conversation.
Oh no, I'm not scared of confrontation. Okay, I'm very open. But
some people they'll confuse the two. It's just like, don't you be running away from your problems talking about, oh, I don't want to deal with drama, everything is toxic, but it's like, nigga, you deal with your fucking problems. I've been in relationships where they hated my friends, like, cause they thought my friends was like the bad guy. They thought my friends was like hanging out or being dogs to women and shit like that. Mm-hmm. And so she wanted to control everything, like who I hung out with, who I talked to on the phone, who was my Instagram friends and shit like that. So that's toxic. That's controlling. You feel me?
Yeah, so, I agree with that. I mean,
and there's some dudes out there that's the same way.
Yeah, no, you know what I mean? For sure. For me, I think the minute I see like a sign of obsession, not like obsession like in a bad way, but like, oh,
what's obsession? What do you mean?
Like you didn't tell me you're going there.
Oh,
you know, and we're just kind of like we're at the talking stage, kind of, and we're not in a relationship.
Oh,
you know?
Yeah.
And it's just very like, oh, who's this? Who's that? When it starts getting like that, everybody can be jealous. It's cool. But
yeah, like, jealousy is.
But you can bring it up. You can bring it up in a good manner. You know, like, hey, who's this chick? Or not like, or hey, who's this? Or oh, you didn't tell me. Like, but when you start like, I don't know. There's a thing that you could tell. Like when I could see it when women start doing, you know, when I'm doing like examples from dating. Like when women start showing certain signs of like toxic, I kind of back off a little bit because it's something that I don't dabble in. But that's just me. That's why I see some signs and I kind of back off. I just, I'm out. It was nice.
Like you really take notice to those red flags.
Yeah, I do.
You don't give them second chances?
Nah, I feel like that's some of my problems.
He said that's your problem?
Not giving second chances. I have no patience. Like I said, it goes back to me saying
in and out type of dude.
Yeah, I have no patience, and that's how it is.
Nah, I'm with that. But shit, females. So who's more like when it comes to females, they're toxic. Like they want to look through your phone. Well, men do the same thing.
I feel like if we're talking about who's more toxic, I don't know, bro. Like
I'm trying to think like how can you differentiate the two? Like what men do opposed to what women do.
I feel like they do the same thing.
Like I'm pretty sure I've been toxic in a relationship before. Like, and it is what it is. But how I've seen a girl be toxic is like being hella controlling. Want to know where I'm at. Want to know who I'm with. You know what I mean? They got my friend's phone number. They calling my friends. They calling my family. You know what I mean? That type of shit.
Yeah.
That's toxic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's pretty bad. I mean, but I feel like,
but like
men can be just as bad.
Yeah, men could be toxic too. To be like, they could just not care. They could be nonchalant about shit, or like they could lead other. They could lead females on thinking they got a relationship or something.
I mean, yeah, manipulation basically.
Yeah, that's manipulation.
But I feel like men and women manipulate. So I think overall, like, it's both. Like, they're equally. I don't think one does it more than the other. Do you know what I mean?
Maybe so. I don't know. I really don't. I don't know. If you want to, if you do that, if you say they do it equally, then the whole conversation's over. End of the show.
What about those relationships where they're both like cheating, but they're still like?
Oh, that's toxic as shit. Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
And that's the thing I don't get. Why are people saying that?
Because they
understand each other.
Yeah, they love the person. Or that's their support system.
Okay, so they're rooted kind of in the relationship.
You know what I mean? Like that's how they got a house. That's where they live. You know what I mean? They've been in that relationship for how many years? 10 years. They know that they could go back to that person for that's their foundation. But they gonna try to find something else out there.
Yeah.
Niggas be lost. Damn. Same with the females too, nigga. They always think they gonna come up on something better, so they keep a nigga that's in the tuck. And they out here in the clubs trying to find a fucking baller.
Damn, that should change now though. It's funny because I mean I don't think there's any clubs going on.
Shit, OnlyFans, nigga.
There's probably like underground clubs going on.
There probably is.
Yeah.
Niggas is throwing parties at fucking houses and shit like that.
Yeah.
That's not making it hot for them fucking party promoters. Them niggas out there trying to do their best to survive, bro.
Yeah. So you said that you've been in a toxic relationship.
Of course. I've been toxic. I know I've been toxic. So
did the start of that toxic, like, did you like just think of like the relationship like a pot, you know? And it was already toxic. Did you throw more toxic in it?
Yeah,
to,
definitely.
Like, to keep it, start making it boil?
Definitely.
Why? Why would you do that?
Why would I do that? It would, to a point, it would be because I know she be stepping out. I would do it to get even. Like, I've been in a situation where it's like, all right, you want to play that game?
Yeah.
I know your friend. She's a very nice person.
She's very nice.
She's
a stand-up girl.
She's a very stand-up individual, you feel me? She got a good head on the shoulders.
Yeah.
And I'm going to let her lead the way.
Well, hey, that shit.
But yeah, it beats like that sometimes. But hey,
I mean,
what? Like, I don't want to put you out there, but hey, nigga, what would you do in that situation? How have you been toxic?
I'm trying to think. Probably when, I don't know, bro. Probably.
Hold the fuck up. This nigga Serge don't got his glasses on.
All around me are familiar faces.
Can he see y'all?
Don't fucking lie. I got my contacts on.
Yeah, this nigga think he's somebody like, nigga, look at you all.
Nah, I can't wear contacts.
Nigga Superman today. He ain't Clark Kent. He's Superman today.
Oh, you're lying.
But go ahead. My bad. I just realized that. I'm like, what the fuck? This nigga was different.
I think I have, but it didn't last that much. You know, like, you have your like weeks of being toxic with this girl, and I kind of cut it off. But I don't go months and years in this toxic realm. You know.
Yeah,
I kind of, you know what I mean? Like, I haven't. Like, I have no patience for it. I have no patience.
Bro,
call me boring, but I have no
like
patience.
Young days, like toxic is good because that's like you get the crazy sex, like.
Yeah. They say that sex is better when you're toxic.
Yeah, it's better. It's not better. No, it's not. I'm not gonna say that right now. Not at this stage in my life.
Maybe when you're young.
Back then, yeah, I guess it was better because it was on some wild shit. You could argue, you could yell, and then you wound up fucking, and then it's a lot of energy going away for no reason. But I would not take that over, like, just a drama-free, cool.
Yeah. You guys just building on each other.
Building, you know what I mean? Positivity leads the way.
See,
that toxic shit, That toxic
shit's
shit
old,
that's
man.
for the young kids. That shit get wild.
You sound
bro.
like an old man.
I'm
Let me
telling
tell you
bro.
something about these young kids, right?
You gonna end up with your car broken into, bro. I'm telling you, I ain't get hit by a car, but I got like, you know what I mean? I got about the way and kind of like skirted on the, you know what I mean? That, but you know what I mean? Toxic relationship, my nigga. Like,
Yeah, it's not cool. I just don't like.
bitch started scratching you on your face.
People
'cause
love
you-
it, though.
You
Like,
cheated
people love
on
that
you.
shit.
You cheated on her and shit. Like, you don't need that type of.
I feel like it's a kink.
Hmm?
Just that energy is like a kink. Like people get off on it.
People don't get off on toxic shit, nigga.
Right, like there's people out there that are just like, yo, I love it when we argue. So we can do this.
Fuck toxic relationships. That's too pinpoint. Nigga, it's toxic people out here, nigga.
Okay.
That just feed off of just negativity. Like they just be on some shit. Like you be on, what's good with you, bro? Nah, nigga, it's just fuck show, bro. There's just always shit going on. It's like, bro, I don't need that type of energy.
It's like you ask how you doing and they end up telling you like
now they whole fucking issue, or you just could see their energy before you even introduce yourself, or you even introduce your energy to their energy. So it's like, fuck it, bro. I don't even want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
It's like, that's weird.
No, I definitely
That's
agree
toxic
with
as fuck, bro.
I definitely agree with you on that. Yeah, toxic people are pretty bad
There's
as well.
fucking demons out here in these streets, nigga.
Walking.
Yeah.
Possessed by
walking demons. 2020 is
I
wild.
see, like I just try to be, I feel like I always preach this and everybody knows it, but like, being very empathetic about shit is cool. I feel that's key to success, key to understanding people. I feel like if you're toxic as a person, like you're just very selfish because you care about what you want.
But you gotta watch out for the pander toxic, nigga. Like, nigga that want you to feel sorry for themselves every time they come around, they come with a sad story. So, you know what I mean? Like, that's toxic. You know why? Because misery loves company. That's where that comes from.
Misery does love company.
That's a gem for my niggas. I feel like niggas would come around. It's like, bro, I'm going through this and I'm going through that. And it's like, it's your partner. So it's like, shit, damn. But it's like, it weighs. It's like it lingers. That energy lingers.
And it's your boy, so you kind of care about like them. You know what I mean? So it's like
but I don't care. Like,
unless they're actually really going through some shit.
So
right?
much love for you, but I got so much of my own problems. And I feel that about like everybody else. Like, so I'll try not to put my energy.
I feel that.
Too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You don't want to put your problems on somebody else.
That's some shit you got to deal with on yourself, brother, man.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
Definitely
you can talk to your people. I mean, it's not bad to always get advice from somebody. Like, hey, man, I'm going through this. Like,
You always got somebody to vent to, but then there's always
yeah.
that somebody that don't need to hear you vent.
Yeah, you vent to the wrong person.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And they just use it, and they just use that shit against you.
Yeah, that's how lies get started. Bro, I've heard so many times where somebody will be talking to somebody, and then that somebody will go and tell somebody else. That shit is crazy.
Yeah.
That shit
a
is
lot of people do that.
Unbelievable, bro.
Yeah.
Like, treacherous.
Treacherous.
Nigga, that shit is wild. Nigga, like, oh, man, like, the shit that goes on between, like, partners and friends, people that they call homies, is wild to me.
Yeah.
Like, that shit is evil.
Yeah.
Like, you have a conversation. Hey, I'm going through this, or I was going through this. You know what I mean? Then you don't see that person for about like a couple months or whatever. And that person is going to tell everybody about what you're going through. But neither way, here or there, you probably leveling up. Yeah. You growing. You know what I mean? You blossoming, nigga. I mean, the fruits of your labor, nigga, showing.
Yeah.
But this shit is over here just lingering, nigga. Like, people see you in a whole different light. You know what I mean?
And then when they actually see you, like, whoa.
Whoa, how you know what I mean?
How did that happen?
You know what I mean?
Yeah. How did
it's crazy,
how did you
bro.
grow up? How did you glow up even though I heard all this shit about you?
And that's the type of shit you gotta watch out for. Those be the snakes in the grass, my brothers. Those be your homies that be snakes.
So, I mean, okay. listen, you said back, like, when you were younger, you like that toxic shit.
What?
That toxic
we going back to the topic.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I want to go back. I want to touch base into that shit.
Okay.
Cause I want to understand where like it kind of comes from. Do you think like that relates, like immaturity is very hand in hand with like that toxic characteristics? Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So,
definitely.
because I feel like if you're very mature and you're very emotionally intelligent, you know when you know how to act. You know how to deal with people. You know?
Definitely.
So
you know
I
how
think,
to deal, especially as a man dealing with a female. Or a female dealing with a male. You know how to not argue and cause drama and go back and forth. Like nowadays, if I'm in argument with my female, I'm be like, you know what, you got it, man. Like, I'm not trying to I'll let her know I'm not trying to get into this right now. So it's like, it's either let's dead this situation or we gonna get into this back and forth and then we're gonna start spilling out, emotions that we don't need right now.
Okay.
That's serious. I'll say these things, you know what I mean? And it's like, you communicating how you feel.
And you're compromising.
Yeah, and you're compromising because it's like, we can go there or we can just relax.
And have a middle ground.
and just, walk away from the situation.
See, I think that's why I feel like me and you don't really care for that now because we're older.
Oh, yeah.
And we've been through shit. So I feel like we know how to talk to people. There's a compromise. Even when it comes to
you gotta know how to communicate, bro.
You need to know how to communicate. And like, it's crazy because when you talk to different people, you have to communicate to them differently because everybody's so different. And how you
gotta learn.
And how they receive messages from you, how they're gonna react to something. You kind of have to adapt to every person you're talking to.
Yeah.
And I feel like everybody is different, but everybody can be put in a bucket. I'm like, okay, this is the type of person this is.
Yeah.
I need to talk to this person like this because this that type of person.
Right.
Mm-hmm. But it's just, I think you see that when you get more mature. So that's why I think toxic comes with immaturity, and that's why people,
Yeah.
So,
you're right about that. Well, you got a point about that, but there's some grown ass fucking there's some grown ass fucking people that's toxic as fuck.
That means they're
immature too.
Yeah, exactly.
So I get that point, but as like you get older, that immature shit should diminish. It's like
it's a mental thing though. Like you can be hella old, like you're saying, and be hella mature, but you can be young, so mature. So I think it's kind of a mental thing in how you level up mentally.
And that's why I say it's
emotional intelligence.
It's like you're a product of your environment. You are where you surround yourself with. So it's like if your friends is like that, first it's like if your family is like that, your mom and dad is like that. All right, that's how you're gonna speak. That's how you're gonna grow up acting. You know what I mean? But then you get out of that circle and you go to like school and you have friends. Yeah. So then you don't understand. That's how you're not supposed to act. If you have a toxic family at home, that's where you too deep. You in too deep. You feel me? Your product of your environment fucked you up.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
It's hard to be mature when you all your friends are immature.
Yeah, definitely.
And so definitely. I think example from my group of friends, I feel like we have all mature standards.
Yeah, we got a good group. It's just like it's just having a good group of friends. Like you could have like the immature friends, you could have the mature friends, you could have the smart friends, you could have the street friends. It's just you gotta know when and how to move. You feel me? Like
that's fact.
You gotta know how to move in a room full of vultures. You gotta know how to move in a room full of fucking nerds. Know how to move in a room full of hoes. You feel me? Like these hoes be out here too. They toxic, and then these niggas be toxic. They trying to get in your pockets. That was a bar. Stop it.
Bars.
That was nice. I'm nice.
Bars, nigga.
Shout out Devin.
Let me go. Let me chill.
Okay. I want to go back to my bad. I'm going back again, but not going back to toxic. I'm going back to talking to people, like the way you talk to people. I was talking to a friend, and I was telling her, like, look, now, especially in this environment now, there's a lot of things, like social injustice and stuff like that. Yeah. And people have their own opinions. Granted, bad opinions, it depends. There's one opinion and there's another opinion. There's two sides to it. You feel me? And you can't, if you know, you have one opinion, this person has a different opinion than you, but you can't say they're fucking dumb or they're, you know, racist or whatever. You got unless they're blatantly like that. But let me finish. But and another thing too is a lot of people like to speak out and voice their opinion and talk to a person like that. So I tell people, I was telling my friend, like, yo, when you want to talk to somebody like that, you got to make sure and engage it to see if this person is willing to take your opinion to even start the conversation, the debate. You know what I mean? Because I've ran into places where people and like work and stuff. You know, people I used to work with and stuff like that, and they are the loudest in the room. They voice their opinions, this and that, and you know. That's the type of people like I don't try to debate with because they're not gonna try to reciprocate what I'm saying. No, you know, if you're not trying to have a talk to me and understand where I'm coming from, I'm definitely not talking to you because you clearly don't want to know what. So when people like that come around me, I'm just like, yeah, I just keep it cool. But if I see somebody that's willing to like take my opinion on, like, all right, let's talk and not get mad. Yeah, exactly. And I think that's like the best gauge you can have, just you know, in the world right now, because like it's hard because people really feed off their own emotions. Like they're very like shit can trigger people, and then they ended up like getting hella mad. You know,
they'll say something, and then that will build their energy. They'll be passionate about that, so they'll go on to the next argument, and it's like at the end of it, they all
and nothing got done in that conversation.
Yeah, it's nothing. Like.
Maybe what happens at the end of the conversation? Someone got a black eye. Because that's where it leads to those conversations.
It's like, you just worked yourself up. It's like some people, you know what I mean? Sometimes, some people have like full arguments with themselves about something and perceive something some way and then have that argument with that person. And then it's like that person is not saying the same argument that you said to yourself. And it's like, they're crazy. Fuck.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is you talking about, bro? I didn't say nothing like that. It's like, nah, you said this. Like,
nah, you're stupid, or you did this.
It's like, nah, you just had that whole argument with yourself, bro. Like, I'm good, bro.
And
like,
so, like, you know, people say, like, you know, two alphas in a room, and they're always gonna bump heads. But you can be the better alpha if you can kind of be like, all right, let me be a beta, just so you can be your alpha.
Definitely.
And that's like, you know, it's not a mind trick, but it's just like, who's alpha at that point? You know what I mean? You're the alpha because you're like, all right, I know when to
yeah,
stop.
you know how to like listen to somebody and let them get their point across. But then, bro, I got this trick where I'll build it where I let the person I'll show them that they're the dumbass.
Yeah.
I was like, so what you mean is this and that and repeat it to them, and they'll be like, yeah, and I'll be like, yeah, so this is the facts, and what you said is this, and they'll be like, oh, I'm like, yeah, so you
take it how you want it.
This is like, you got it.
Yeah.
So you got it, though.
I just think, like, at the end of the day, man, it's you need to know who your audience is and who you're talking to. Like, just in life, when making, you know, you meet a lot of people, man. Like, a lot of
talking to a motherfucking brick wall.
That's why I don't waste my time on brick walls. That's what I call people who are not willing to
time out.
You know, like taking my opinions.
Time the fuck out. You're a Niner fan, right?
Yeah.
Brick wall.
What's that mean? Brick wall. I'm not a brick wall when it comes to Niners.
Sips my tea.
What do you have to say about that?
Anywho, but yeah, toxic people.
I don't know where that story is going.
Put that meme right here, bro. Talking to a Niner fan is like talking to a brick wall.
Nah.
Quest for 6.
Yeah, but you just talk shit. That's all you do. You just try to talk shit to get a rise out of fans. And you know, you do it when they're, you know, watching the Super Bowl and they're drunk and you just get a rise because you
give me a video of that, like, because that was fucking perfect, bro. This nigga was hot. They almost won. They really almost won, and then they like fucked up.
Coming from a Giants fan who hasn't reached the playoffs in years, bro. See, this is what they live off of right here.
This is what you live off. Last time we went there,
you live off somebody else's.
Last time we went there, we won.
When you don't remember the last time you went? When did y'all go?
Was that 2000?
I don't know, bro. You tell me.
I don't fucking know, but I know the last time we went there, we won. But if you want to get back into like stats like that, like, well, Who win? When was the last time y'all won?
Back in the 90s?
Back in the what year?
Like 94?
When was the last time y'all won before that?
93?
And one before that? What was
I
your
think it was
quarterback?
2000s.
Who was your quarterback?
Joe
Who
Montana.
was the snap? Who was who snapped the ball? Who was your fucking tight end?
What year?
For the 90s, 92 Niners.
I don't know.
Exactly, nigga. Shut your fucking ass up. You don't know everything.
Your point.
You ain't Google, so don't get mad at me if I
Hey,
don't know.
what?
You ain't Google. Hey, you know what I said, nigga. I'm high. And that concludes episode 7 of Half That. This is my boy Sergio.
I know you got a lot of. This is a good topic, so I want to hear from y'all. Like, what do you actually guys think about shit? Like,
these hoes is toxic.
I want to hear it.
Let us know what you.
Yeah, I want to
think
hear.
about
I
that.
want y'all. Hey, you want to rip Devin a new one? Rip him a new one. Just if you want to, I just want to hear your side of the story about everything, cause this is a good ass story.
I don't need none of these people to rip me a new one. You can get that out of here.
It's a figure speech. But we'll see you next week.
Nah, don't figure the speech of that. Nah. I'm gonna see y'all next week. It's episode 7, Hoodie Mellow. That's my boy Serge. Tox. What up?